look at Bitcoin go. Bitcoin sitting at 43,500. Can this finally be the reversal we're looking for? Have we created our price floor? We can't get too excited just yet, but what we have got is Fantom is up 8% whilst Bitcoin is up 4%. Yet further evidence of what we've been talking about here on this channel, that when things get going, these solid projects, some of these layer one solutions which we've been talking about for months on this channel are just waiting, like that recoiled elastic band, waiting to just fire into the distance and bounce back when Bitcoin creates some green grass. So very interesting. We're going to take a look at an interesting pattern I've seen in the Fantom chart, because you remember I shared with you yesterday that we're forming this ascending triangle. I've got an update on that for you guys shortly, so make sure you stay tuned. We need to start off covering Bitcoin because, as always, like I said, guys, we've created this floor, and you can see here I'm just here on the hourly just to kind of get a bit more granular detail. In fact, let's zoom out on the 4 hourly and show you how you're used to it here on these videos. And you can see here we were fighting at this 41,500 level. We fought for a while. We had our run up, broke through 43, wicked up to nearly 44.5, got sent back down, tried again, got sent back down. Now we've bounced back up to 43.5. Okay, that's where we're at right now. So we need to keep that into context. We can't get too excited. The market seems to be a little bit excited today. We're getting a whole bunch of green, which is very interesting given this whole bunch of sideways action we've had for a while. But we need to be careful because we have been sent back down to 41.5 again. So we're not completely out of the woods until we get a close above 44.5, guys. Above this wick from this candle here, I need a close above this line. In fact, let's just draw that line in there. So we've got that. Let's get that close above this level here, and then we can be comfortable that, you know, we can start heading higher toward 46,987, which is this support line here. Okay, but until we get that, we can't worry about up here until we get that close above. So a little bit of work to do here. Can we at least close today? We've still got another 4 hours left of this 4 hourly candle. Can we at least close this 4 hourly candle above and maybe get a retest before heading through to 44.5? That could be very interesting if we can get that. Let's take a look at the hourly. So you can see here really 4 strong hourly candles here pushing us up all the way from 42 straight through to 43. Remember, options expiry are coming as well, and the max pain price for that is at 43,000. So could we be sent back down to 43 and close at about 43 even? That's something else on my mind right now. But, you know, over the next couple of days, I want to see us break through 43.5, retest, and get past 44.5. And when we do so, some of our favorite altcoins, guys, are really going to start to get moving. So things will just become very interesting. Let's just bring our RSI into here as well. And you can see here on the hourly, we are oversold. But if we go over to the daily, you can see we're still super oversold here on Bitcoin, and plenty of room for us to run up here and have a good rally all the way potentially back up to our green box. And on the macro, guys, that's where we want to end up here on Bitcoin. We need to get it back into this very important green box we've had here from about 56, 57, all the way up to about 61.5 here. That's a really important support / resistance area. We need to get back up to that level, but a long way to go here on Bitcoin. Now, what does that mean for Fantom? Because Fantom here has formed a very important pattern which we covered off yesterday. We are getting this ascending triangle. And if I head over to the 4 hourly, just knock off the EMA ribbon just there, and you can see here we got a really important bounce. When we were covering this yesterday, we were forming this pattern. You can see a really nice triangle forming here, came all the way down, tried to bounce back up, sent back down, getting a good bounce back up now. But there's a few critical things we have to keep an eye on right here, which is we have to create a higher high. Okay, so just looking at the hourly here, we need to get above these two highs because we got rejected from the $3 psychological resistance level twice now. Okay, so we're trying that again now. You can see we're getting pushed down by the bears again, but can we overcome that? We've got good volume in the market. Bitcoin's doing well right now, 4% pump. Can we get above that? Get above it, retest, and head higher, okay? Because you can see we can gap all the way straight up to through the 314 mark, which is our next level of resistance, which we need to break above, retest, and then head higher. Longer term, we're in this channel, right? So if Bitcoin does well, let's just zoom out. Let's zoom all the way out here. If Bitcoin does well, Bitcoin continues to do well, we've got this whole range to head all the way up to 345 really here before our next leg down. And we know with this kind of continuation pattern, these break out to the upside more likely than not. So all of this to say, you know, if Bitcoin continues to do well, there's no reason we can't break out to the upside of this and reach $4.77 very soon on Fantom. That's my price point I want to get to. But like always, I've got to caveat that with Bitcoin needs to get moving. Everything is looking good. Fantom's done its thing. Atom's done its thing. Some of the solid projects which we've been covering on this channel, they're all primed and ready to go. They just need the fear to go away in the market. There's a whole bunch of money waiting on the sidelines here in the crypto space, waiting to be allocated. But what happens is a lot of the VC funds, a lot of sophisticated retail traders are trying to time the bottom. They're trying to wait for Bitcoin to get right to the bottom. Then they want to load all their bags, load all their altcoins. But the problem is sometimes you get bear traps. And that's why I'm remaining cautious. I'm dollar cost averaging on my favorite projects, waiting for dips, waiting for retracements. Any bargains I'm seeing, I'm topping up my positions, making sure I have the amount of weight in my portfolio that I want to have for each of these projects ready for the run up from 43,000 all the way to 69,000 on Bitcoin and more. Because macro view, that's what's going to happen. Whether we have to fall a bit lower on Bitcoin, maybe, right? Maybe this is a bear trap. We're having a quick rotation, people pile their money in, and then the bears liquidate them and push Bitcoin further down below 40,000, 39, 38. That's a possibility. So we have to be prepared for that. We can't but be naive to that. And if that does happen, guess what? Some of our favorite altcoins, including Fantom, will have some red days and they'll retrace down. But guess what? Because of my conviction, I will take those as opportunities to buy in. And if we look at the weekly chart, there's no better coin than Fantom, really. Fantom, right now, if I bring out its EMA ribbon, look at the extension that I continue to talk about here. This could retrace all the way down to 165 and it still be perfectly fine. Just a good retracement down through to its EMA ribbon. That's phenomenal, guys. It can have that much of a fall and still be just fine here in its longer term macro trend. So the fact that it's on this kind of a move here, whilst Bitcoin is struggling, and Bitcoin's had 3 weekly candles now below its EMA ribbon, just testament to the strength of the project that is Fantom. Now we know from a total value locked perspective, things are still looking great here on Fantom. You can still see we're still, if we don't include Pool 2, we're still here at 6th position, 9.58 billion excluding Pool 2. But the key thing I want to look at is this: 20% up on the day again, 40% up in 7-day change. We know part of this is to do with Andre Cronje and Daniel Sester launching their Solid program. They said, look, we're not going to give you access on the market to our Solid tokens. We're going to give them to the top 20 projects by total value locked on DeFi Llama. So a whole bunch of money has flocked into these projects. People will be staking, waiting to receive these tokens, right? So we're going to see that continue to uptick over the next period of weeks, which is interesting. But just even ignoring that, and we may get a tick down when those coins are launched and people then start selling those top projects. That's fine. And we may see a retracement in the price. I'm not bothered by that because I'm invested for the long run in here on Fantom. And you remember, if you've watched my videos, and if you haven't watched my video labeled the most important video you'll watch in 2021, make sure you go watch that because it's still super relevant. Because what I said in that video was, even where Fantom was in terms of its total value locked, it's super undervalued, right? That's just how it is. It's undervalued based on the current total value locked. But now when you take into account the trajectory, the rate of change, the differential of how quickly it's growing in total value locked, then that's a different conversation, because we can see Fantom will continue at this rate. If Solana's growing at 2% over the last 7 days, Fantom's growing at 40%, and you've got Avalanche decreasing by 8%, you've got Binance Smart Chain 1%, you've got Ethereum down 5%, and Terra at 4%. Some of those are great projects. But look at the percentage rate, the rate of change of growth. Fantom will continue to flip some of those in total value locked. And at that point, it becomes doubly and triply criminal in how undervalued it is, right? Because I already said how undervalued it is based on its total value locked presently without the growth. So just however you want to look at it from a fundamental or technical perspective, another great project, Fantom, set up perfectly well. The only thing which can spoil it, which I said in my video a couple of days ago, is if Bitcoin continues to stall, we will see downturn, okay? And in those moments, guys, for you guys who have been watching these videos for a long time, you've been loyal to this project, make sure you have conviction. That's the best thing I can say. Have conviction. If this sees dark times, prepare yourself mentally. If Fantom goes to 208, how do I feel? What's my emotions? If Fantom goes to 194, what's my emotions? If it goes to 165, what's my emotions? God forbid, if it goes to 96 cents at the top of the cup and handle pattern, which we're covering, guys, shout out to you guys. Comment below if you're covering this with me, if you're watching the videos when we're covering this. If it goes back to 96 cents, how do I feel? And if the answer to those are, I'm going to panic sell, you got some conviction building to do. And if your answer to that is, I'm confident, I'm going to dollar cost average, I'm going to continue to add to my position, or I'm going to let my position ride, then you're in a good place. Okay, if you're in between those, you don't have enough conviction. Really important to build your conviction. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is what I'm seeing in the Fantom chart. If you appreciate this type of technical update / blend between fundamental, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. If you want to become a member of this channel, a lot of you guys are asking me, do I have a paid membership? I don't, but if you want to become a member on here on YouTube, you can do. Support the channel in that way, and I'll give you access to our community thread where you can ask me questions one-on-one on your favorite coins, your favorite cryptos. Even if we don't cover it on the channel, more than happy to give you my non-financial advice. As always, guys, link in the pinned comment will be the link to our free public Discord server. Meet like-minded people, learn about crypto, really immerse yourself in the community, meet people, ask questions, post news articles, post anything else that you find interesting, ask questions about favorite coins, ask about chart patterns. This is about learning. A new crypto investor and trader is born every single day. So if you're new to crypto, smash up the likes, comment below to let us know how long you've been in crypto for. That'd be really interesting to see how long people have been in crypto for, and I'll try to respond to as many of you as possible. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.